Today, we have our very first look at a potential RTX 4080. Intel assures us that they're not done making GPUs, and you may want to wait before you buy that AMD Ryzen 7000 series CPU. Now, usually I do not cover a whole bunch of leaks and rumors and tech news and things of that nature. It is a time of year when new products are about to launch, and winter is coming, holidays are coming. You may be wanting to build a brand new PC or at least upgrade your current PC. And so it's my job to help you stay informed about what's coming and what your options are. Obviously, everybody knows that both AMD and Nvidia are making brand new graphics cards, and AMD just confirmed in their CPU announcement that we will see their brand new graphics cards this year in 2022. Additionally, we know that Nvidia will announce the RTX 40 series cards officially on September the 20th, so that's right around the corner. And of course, AMD just announced brand new CPUs, and I already made a video covering that if you want to check that out. And apparently Intel is also going to make an announcement pretty soon about their new CPUs. So there's a whole lot of stuff going on. But first, let's talk about the good stuff. So we have our very first look ever at the potential RTX 4080 Founders Edition. Now, this is a leak from somebody known as Kitty Yuko, and it was posted on videocards.com. Now, everyone is saying it's fake because the font on the card looks slightly different. However, if you look at the article itself, you'll see that they addressed this, and apparently Nvidia just updated their website with a brand new font known as Nvidia Sans Nala, or Nala. And whenever you type this out using the font, you'll see that everything matches up identically. Plus, not to mention, the rest of the card looks exactly like a 3080, maybe just a little bit beefier. And being this close to the official announcement, I personally think this is legit, and this is what we can expect to see. As you know, I've made a video talking quite a bit about the power draw of the 40 series cards, and you can see right here that the total board power of the 4080 is estimated to be around 340 watts. That is more in line with what I covered in my second GPU video when I talked about the RTX power draw. Now, in that video, I addressed how the latest leaks and rumors are claiming that the 4080 has been dialed back to be closer to the 3080 in terms of overall power draw. But I also made the speculation that there's likely no way they won't at least increase the power draw a little bit. And as you can see here on this chart, the power draw is at 340 watts, and that is an approximation, but that is still closer to the 3080 while still being a little bit more than the 3080. We're also seeing that the card will launch with 16 gigabytes of VRAM. I also believe this to be true just because of AMD and all of their cards having 16 gigabytes of VRAM. You have the 6800 XT, for example, having 16 gigabytes. And so I think this makes total sense. But overall, that's it for this leak. What do you think? Do you think this is the legitimate RTX 4080? And if so, are you planning on getting one? Let me know in the comment section down below. Now, next up, AMD just announced their brand new AMD Ryzen 7000 series CPUs, which will launch on September the 27th. I did a full video talking about everything you need to know about these CPUs. I'll have that link down below the like button in the pinned comment if you want to check it out. Now, you may want to wait to buy the AMD Ryzen 7000 series CPUs. Do you remember how we have the AMD Ryzen 5800X? That's what I have personally in my PC. Well, AMD announced a 5800X 3D, and it took the world by storm by really topping the charts and all the gaming benchmarks. It is truly one of the fastest CPUs, if not the official fastest gaming CPU on the market. It's definitely the fastest that AMD has to offer. With that being said, AMD has taken the exact same technology and putting it into their 7000 series CPUs. Apparently, we can expect to see a 7800X 3D, a 7900X 3D, and a 7950X 3D. Now, this does make a lot of sense considering how AMD spoke so highly of the 3D cache and all that technology going into the chips. So it made everybody wonder, how come these CPUs were not announced at the AMD event? Plus, not to mention, if you look at the setup, we have the 7700X and the 7900X with no 7800X in between. So it does make sense to put a 7800X 3D right there in between those CPUs. But AMD is now taking it a step further by also doubling up and having a 7900X and a 7900X 3D and a 7950X and a 7950X 3D. Now, if you look across the board, basically all the core counts and thread counts stay exactly the same with the CPUs right below them. So the 7950X 3D will still have 16 cores and 32 threads, just like the 7950X. Now, the thing that strikes me as most interesting here is the potential release date. As you can see, they're saying January 23rd. Now, the current CPUs that AMD just announced are coming out on September the 27th. And as you can see here in this chart, they have September 22nd listed there. So they're only off by about 5 days. So does that mean maybe a January 23rd will really be a January 28th release date? Who knows? Either way, I think these CPUs are on the horizon. And so if you're interested in dropping all the new money it's going going to take to get an AMD Ryzen 7000 series CPU, my recommendation would be wait. Wait until the 3D versions of these CPUs come out, put the money into that, and your money will go a whole lot further. If you want one of these new CPUs, you have to buy a new motherboard and DDR5 RAM. You might as well get the most out of your money before you invest into this upgrade. That's my opinion, but let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Last but not least, we have Intel. Intel went on the record and they wanted to let us know that they are not going anywhere. Intel is still committed to delivering a high quality discrete graphics GPU. And right now they said the majority of their team is focused on Battlemage, with a small portion of their team focusing on their future, which is Celestial. And then there's an even smaller portion of their team focusing on Alchemist and continuing to improve that. Overall, Intel had a very rough launch with their first GPU, and that's to be expected. It's a brand new product and GPUs are not easy to manufacture, but of course they did have a bunch of driver issues and software issues. And while a lot of games run totally fine if they are built on a Vulkan API or DirectX 12, all the other games that are not running those APIs are still struggling on the Alchemist GPU. Overall, Intel has done a great job in being incredibly transparent, receiving critical feedback, and making adjustments as necessary to deliver a better quality product. Do you think you'll ever pick up an Intel GPU? And what about the AMD Ryzen 7000 series CPUs? I look forward to having a good constructive conversation with you down below. If you like this video, do me a favor and hit the like button because it goes a long way in helping me out. If you're new, please consider becoming a subscriber because I would love to have you. And of course, you can always join my Discord where I'll be there, and we have a whole community there now of people ready to help you out if you have any type of PC related questions at all, or you can just hop in our pets channel and show us your dog. That's pretty cool too, right? Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, E-Rock out.